Alright guys, so WWE Payback is this Saturday, and I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to stream this show, let alone even see this show, because I will be in Chicago for AEW All Out. And normally me watching or supporting one thing doesn't conflict with the other, but it's going to be a time and place thing. Like if I'm in an area where I can watch Payback, then obviously I'm going to watch it and review it and talk about it. But I'm also doing press for StarCast that weekend, so if I'm busy doing interviews or talking to wrestlers or doing a bunch of other stuff, then I won't watch Payback. Very exciting weekend with both of these shows happening back to back, but this video is specifically to do predictions for WWE Payback. Now, right off rip, there is no bloodline on this show whatsoever. It's going to be the first time in a long time a show is not heavily revolved around the bloodline, which, as much as I love the bloodline, is honestly very refreshing to see. I think it also makes for a nice reminder to people who are heavily involved in the bloodline storyline, which is most wrestling fans, that hey, WWE can still do wrestling and they can still do storylines that are completely separate of what's going on right now. And it also kind of gives us a peek into the future of what WWE is going to look like once this bloodline is all done and over with. But as of right now, we got 6 matches confirmed for this card. So that being said, let's get into it. Before we get too deep into things, I just want to say this is absolute highway robbery. This match should be happening at Payback, and for some reason it's happening on Raw. I saw somewhere that Triple H said that he doesn't want to overload the match card and that he wants to reserve space for other bruh. From what I heard, haven't seen it yet, but from what I heard and what I believe, these two had a banger on Raw. Chad Gable was the first man to actually beat Gunther on the main roster in singles competition. This match should be happening on a pay-per-view. Very similar to how Trish Stratus versus Becky Lynch should have happened at SummerSlam, but didn't. I hope these two go out and they kill it on Raw next week. I'll be watching specifically for this match. Getting into the card, we have Cody Rhodes and Grayson Waller. They're not having a match, but Grayson Waller's having his show segment, The Grayson Waller Effect, and Cody Rhodes is going to be on the show. I'm suspecting this must be setting up Cody's next opponent, maybe at Survivor Series or whatever it is next after Payback. Because I assume there is an October show. I don't know what the October show is. If Cody really is fighting Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, this is going to be a lot of time to buy him. So maybe they're doing this as a way to set up Grayson Waller versus Cody Rhodes at the next pay-per-view. I don't know, but I got my eye on this segment. He's already faced Dominic and Brock Lesnar, so whatever's next gotta be for like the next couple months. Curious to see what happens. We got Rey Mysterio versus Austin Theory for the United States Championship. I feel so bad for my man Austin Theory. I mean, this guy literally went into WrestleMania facing John Cena. John Cena dresses this man down. Talking about you're nothing right now, and if you beat me, you're still going to be nothing after that point. Paraphrasing it, but that's basically what he said. And his reign went on to be nothing after he beat John Cena, and then he just lost to Rey Mysterio. It's criminal, and you know what? I will firmly stand by that this man is a victim to the Bloodline storyline. Like, he just so happened to end up on the show where the Bloodline is basically overarching everything. You're the number 2 champion, where the number 1 champion takes over the entire duration of the show. So he did not have much of a place to really flourish and be the US champion. If you think about it, when he was on Raw before WrestleMania, he was main eventing shows. He was going up against Bobby Lashley and all these people. And then as soon as he got to SmackDown, we barely saw him. He was in the Battle Royal at SummerSlam and didn't get his own entrance as US champion. That's how little they were thinking about this man. A crime, again, happening by Triple H. I'm not the biggest Austin Theory fan, but I just feel like he got the bad end of the stick here. Now, that all being said, I don't think he's winning. I don't think he's beating Rey Mysterio. I think Rey retains and that builds up to Rey versus Santos Escobar somewhere down the line. I honestly don't even see why Rey had to win the championship, but hey, listen, I'm not complaining. I'm just wishing the better for my mans. But seeing as John Cena is about to be on a mad redemption arc starting this Friday on SmackDown, an 8-week span of John Cena, I'm so excited, man. I can't wait. Especially John, like you can't have John Cena on for 8 straight weeks just cutting promos, man. He's got to be wrestling. If there's one good thing that came out of the SAG-AFTRA strike, it's that we got John Cena back. Now just remember that Dwayne did not come back, but John Cena did, and this is why we love John Cena. If he is back, I hope Austin Theory gets his lick back. And you know what? I can't even say Austin Theory should get his lick back because Austin Theory beat John Cena at WrestleMania. And somehow he still managed to lose. So maybe he should avoid John Cena at all costs. I don't know. But I did want to mention this because I can't wait. I'm going to watch SmackDown every week because of this. I got Rey Mysterio retaining. We got LA Knight versus The Miz. They're having a nice, funny little feud. Get back at each other. Who's the real, Chad of this storyline, basically. Again, buying LA Knight more time for what? I don't really know. I feel like LA Knight should be competing for the US Championship. Especially considering he won the Battle Royal at SummerSlam. He should be next in line, but we got to get Austin Theory his rematch first. So maybe they're buying time for LA Knight to face off against Rey Mysterio or not himself, Austin Theory or Santos at Survivor Series. I don't know, but it seems like they're buying time right now. This should be a one-off feud. I don't know why this would have to continue beyond this point. I'm going to go with LA Knight winning. The Miz is an established name. He has a Hall of Fame career already laid out for him. He has no benefit in winning this feud whatsoever. So I got LA Knight. Recently announced on Raw, we have Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn defending the Tag Team Championships against Finn Balor and Damian Priest. Let me take a wild guess here and just say that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn retain with Finn Balor getting pinned. Because that's all this motherfucker does nowadays is get pinned. All Finn Balor knows how to do is get pinned. There's no slouch to Finn Balor on my end. That's just the way he's booked. I can't take Finn Balor seriously anymore. Even as the Demon, he gets pinned. Honestly, I feel like he should get pinned in this match, and either he leaves the Judgment Day or they kick him out. He needs some character evolution at this point because him losing does nothing for him. I mean, don't get me wrong, like Damian Priest, Money in the Bank winner. He has the briefcase. Dominic Mysterio, I think he's still North America champion. Rhea Ripley, world heavyweight shit. What do you got going on for you? You're not even technically the leader of the bloodline because there is no leader. You're just there losing. I don't feel like he has a proper place in the Judgment Day at this point. He should leave or get kicked out. Honestly, I would go for him getting kicked out and have him go on a little babyface run. But that's to be fantasy booking because realistically, they probably retain and then nothing happens here still. That's my main critique of the Judgment Day is that Finn Balor is the common denominator. He stays losing for the faction. Something needs to happen. They're already building a dissension between Damian Priest and Finn Balor, so they might as well just cap it off and have Damian just hit him with the whatever he calls his finishing move and then let it be done there. And you could even do Finn Balor and Damian Priest at the next pay-per-view or even have Survivor Series built around that. But something's got to happen with Finn Balor, man. It just sucks to see where he is right now. Again, champions retain. We got Mommy versus Mommy. Rhea Ripley defending her Women's World Heavyweight Championship against Raquel Gonzalez. Rodriguez, what is it, Rodriguez or Gonzalez? I don't know. Rodriguez, okay. People keep on saying, oh, it's the Rodriguez. Why do you keep saying she was Raquel Gonzalez in NXT for 3 years, bro? Leave me alone. I'm actually really excited. This might be the match I'm most looking forward to on the card. Two of the bigger, powerhouse women on the roster going at it, going to be hard-hitting, big, meaty women slapping meat. You can't beat it. Rhea Ripley retaining is the obvious choice, but the match should be a banger. I'm looking forward to it. Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus in a steel cage match. I've been seeing the Trish Stratus slander campaign for the last couple weeks on social media right now. Y'all gonna show this woman some goddamn respect. I know she ain't out here dusting every single woman on the roster, but she is in her mid-40s. Goddamn, bro. Y'all act like she's not the only woman in her 40s wrestling on the roster right now. I understand we're used to seeing part-timers all the time in WWE in their mid-40s or 50s, but those are all men, bro. He's the only female out here running this shit. I'm not saying y'all gotta turn into Stevie Wonder whenever she botches. I'm not saying that. But y'all ain't about to sit here and call her overrated and say that, oh, no, she don't know how to wrestle. She can't bro. Be for real. You weren't saying that shit 10 years ago. You weren't saying that shit 15 years ago. I know you love Becky, but come on, bro. Be for real. Becky's going to win this match. If Trish is going after this point, it's been a good run. I don't know what else is here for her beyond this point. So we'll see what happens for her, but I got Becky retainer. And the main event of the show is Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the World Heavyweight Championship. And what do you know? Seth Rollins main eventing the show only took Roman Reigns not being on the show. Not a slight at Seth Rollins at all, but it goes to show you if there's no bloodline, people benefit. Because Seth Rollins would not be main eventing any other way unless he was not on the show. This has been a very captivating story so far, especially Shinsuke Nakamura exploiting Seth Rollins' back injury that he has pointed out on social media and podcasts. I love that element. I love this focus of Shinsuke Nakamura speaking in Japanese. He feels like a true killer. This is the best I've seen Shinsuke Nakamura looking character-wise. But it's not enough for him to win. I got Seth Rollins retaining. If it wasn't his time at WrestleMania 34, it's never going to be his time. That's my predictions. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Let me know. Like and follow for more.